right, so I'm just going to demo a calf stretch on the wedge here. And as I mentioned in the equipment clip, I'm using the lip of the Balanced Body Arc. And I do have something to hold on here. And I tried to zoom in so that you guys could see the alignment pieces. I've also put color dots here on the kneecaps. And I'm just holding this initial stretch while standing up straight. So important not to have too much of a hip bend here. And when I'm in this stretch, I'm attempting to have my kneecaps facing forward, lining up with the middle of my ankles, and then my first and second or second toe here. And again, just holding that for 30 seconds. Think of having a grape underneath each arch and that you're not going to smush the arch up. It's a nice way to pick up the ankles, pick up the bottom of the foot. Okay, after your 30 seconds, then you do 10 knee bends here. And if you bring the knees in, that's incorrect. It's also a way to cheat and get more knee bend. So it might be incredibly slight from the side. It's very slight. And this is a pretty big wedge. If you were on a smaller wedge, maybe you could get a little bit more knee bend, but it's so much about that extra stretch in the ankles, maybe the Achilles. Okay, and then the next version is you're gonna take toes to the right or the left, okay? And then we set up again here, having our kneecaps over first and second toes. And I know you can't see it on the video, but go ahead and take your hips and your torso and orient them straight off the top of the wedge. And that same idea that you pick up your arches like you're putting a grape underneath it and you don't want to flatten the grape out. And then after your 30 seconds, you do your very small knee bends here, not so big that you need to bend the hips, and just keeping those kneecaps pointing forward. Notice if you do turn your knees in, over time we want to correct that. And then after your 10 knee bends, we will go to the other side. So if you were left, now you're going right, and vice versa. Usually something will really jump out of like, wow, XYZ ankle is really tight when I put my toes to the right. And do check that your hip bones are straight forward here over the top of the wedge. All right, that's your calf stretch tutorial on the wedge.